Okay, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. I want to go ahead and do a summer sweat-proof makeup tutorial because literally this is all I've been wearing all the time and everyone's been asking me about my base. So I want to go ahead and show you guys how I get this look. But before we do start, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and let's jump right into a video. Okay, so let's just jump right into the video. I did want to show you guys my base for the summer and what I've been doing lately because my skin has been so flawless and it's been like, you know, kind of holding up with the heat as well. So I want to go ahead and share with you guys what I've been using. So let's just jump right into it. I'm using my Canon Awesome Prime and Protect Mattifying Primer all over my face because it does have SPF 50, which is really great for the summertime. So I'm going to apply this all over. And I'm gonna go ahead and pin my hair back because one thing I hate when I'm doing my makeup is when my hair is like all over my face. So let me get this situated. So that's a lot better now, but moving on to color correcting, I'm gonna use my Live Tinted color corrector in the shade Rise, and I'm just gonna apply it in the areas that have hyperpigmentation and also a lot of, like, you know, spots and dark spots like that. So to blend it out, I'm actually using my Morphe M335 brush, which I've been really loving because it's like a smaller buffing brush, but it just really blends it into the skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that all over. And this part is not necessary, but of course, if you do have dark spots and hyperpigmentation, just make sure you go ahead and color correct because it doesn't allow for the spots to show throughout your makeup, which I really, really like. So now moving on to the best part, which is foundation. Of course, you guys know on my channel, I love the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. And I used to use the shade 6W, but I recently picked up the shade 5N, which is like my perfect shade, you guys. I'm telling you, like, if your skin is more so like a neutral undertone, I recommend this color because it literally just melts right into the skin. So let me go ahead and get this out. And the reason why I love using this foundation in the summertime is because it's not too heavy on the skin. It's very lightweight and it still kind of, you know, lets your skin show throughout your foundation. And also the best part is it does kind of have, like, you know, oil control properties as well, which is really great if you do have oily skin. So what I'm gonna do first is shake it up and just dot it all over my face, and I'll kind of, you know, go in a little bit more later on if I need the coverage. So let me just dot this all over and then blend it out. So I do hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing in person because this foundation is not pulling red or orange on my skin, you guys. I am telling you, it's the only foundation I have that fits me perfectly. So if you typically use me as like a foundation reference, I'm telling you right now, 5N is your best color to go with. So the skin is looking really good right now, and y'all can probably still see some of my dark marks, but at the same time, we will go in with powder later on and really, you know, cover those areas up. But for now, I love the way it's looking on my skin. Now to add a little bit more color, I'm using my Fenty Beauty Matte Stick in the shade Espresso just to give my skin, or my face, sorry, a little bit more color and also contour at the same time. And I almost forgot to mention the brush, but I'm using my e.l.f. Buff and Foundation brush, which is so good, you guys. Like, I don't know, I used to use this back then. I don't know why I stopped using it, but the way it blends the creams into the skin, it's so beautiful. So I highly recommend this brush. And I almost forgot to tell you guys before I move on to concealer, I typically like to contour first and then use my concealer. I feel like, I don't know, it kind of lets you know how much concealer to use so you don't really go overboard. So I love to contour first, then highlight. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably weird, but that's what I typically do. So it looks really good on the skin right now. Everything's looking really smooth, y'all. Like, Alright, so time for concealer. And for this concealer, I have been obsessed with it. I told you guys when I filmed that video that this is probably the best concealer I've ever tried in my whole entire life. And that says a lot. And it's a McGrath Lab Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer in the shade MD22. This concealer, when you put it on your skin, it looks so smooth, so flawless. It doesn't crease. You literally look good all day, you guys. Like, I love this stuff, and I'm so glad I finally found a concealer that I'm obsessed with. So what I'm gonna do is apply some of this basically where I typically highlight. And with this concealer, you guys, a little bit goes a long way, so make sure you don't overdo it. So I'm just blending it right now into the skin. And the best part, y'all, is it's a very full coverage concealer. So it covers up everything on your face. I am telling you, it's the best concealer I feel like for the summertime because it's full coverage. It controls my oils. It just looks good. It doesn't like break apart throughout the day. It's just like, I don't know what you put in there, but whatever it is, it's amazing. So let me just blend this out. And of course, to set everything, I'm using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Kunafa right here. And also I want to mention, if you guys heard of the new Laura Mercier yellow powder that is coming out, I believe on the 29th. That powder I really want to try out because I love her translucent, you know, powder. But the fact that she's coming out with a yellow powder, I feel like I need to just buy it and try it out for you guys. So let me know down below if that's something you want to see on my channel. Okay, so time for the eyes, you guys. And for the summertime, I keep it super simple. Literally all I do is apply some bronzer in the crease, throw on some lashes or mascara, and I'm good to go. I'm telling y'all, it is so easy. So first things first, I'm going to use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Caffeine all over my lids, apply the Fenty bronzer, and then apply my lashes from beautybychichi. So I will do that for y'all. Put this all over my crease, and like I told you guys before, with this you have to work fast because literally it will dry up on you. I'm not even lying. So once I'm done with that, I'm taking my Morphe M504 brush, which is a very fluffy brush, and my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Coco. Literally, you guys, this is all I do. I throw it in my crease and I'm good to go. Okay, so I went ahead and applied some mascara and a little bit of liner, but time for some lashes. I'm using my Cloud9 lashes from my lash line, which I'm obsessed with, and hopefully it's focusing. I can't tell if it is, but this is what it looks like. It is very spaced out. So let me apply these on my eyes. So now that the eyes are done, we're going to move back onto the face. And to set my face, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder in the shade Y505. This is perfect for, you know, the summertime or year round, honestly. But especially for the summertime because one, it has great oil control properties. And then two, it's very full coverage. So yeah, I love it. And it doesn't look cakey on the skin as well. So I'm just going to lightly set the face using my ecotools powder brush. And of course for bronzer, I'm using my Fenty Beauty Coco bronzer again. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this because I feel like when you contour, you really don't need a lot of bronzer afterwards. But that's just what I think. So I'm gonna move the hair pieces to the front now. That way it doesn't look that weird. Cause I feel like with it tucked behind my ear, I was just looking a little bit, you know, but whatever. But moving on to blush, let me get my brush that I typically use. I think I'm gonna go more of like a pinky blush today. Let's see, we're gonna use the e.l.f. Always Spicy blush, which I have been obsessed with lately. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna apply a little bit, not too much, onto the cheeks. So let's see, moving on to highlighter. I'm actually gonna use my Wet n Wild Hustle and Glow Loose highlighter. And with highlighter nowadays, I don't like applying too much. I kind of just pinpoint it just in this region. That way it's a little bit of glow, but it's not too much, you guys. So I feel like this whole video I've been saying a little bit, but I honestly love just like that natural look nowadays. Back in the day, I used to like pack on everything, like foundation, concealer, all of that, but I love a natural look. So using my Morphe and what's it called? R31 brush, actually. I'm gonna pinpoint it right here. And that's about as far as I take it. Okay, so last but not least, for the lips, I'm using my Make It Forever Limitless Brown Lip Liner, which is so tiny, okay? I need to get a new one. And my Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in the shade Vintage. So actually for the lips, I'm kind of thinking to use my Morphe lip gloss in the shade Backstage and see what that looks like by itself. And then maybe use the Anastasia one in the middle. But I'm going to first apply the Morphe lip gloss and see how I feel about it. So with this look, I love the lip gloss by itself. I feel like it just works, but I still want a little bit of pink in there. So I'm going to apply the Anastasia one in the middle. All right, you guys, so this is a completed look. I hope you love this summer sweat-proof makeup tutorial. I love it, you guys. This is all I wear literally all the time. So yeah, with that being said, if you do recreate it, let me know down below. But I love you guys so much. Make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.